afternoon, Twin Flame Tribe. This is Johan Conradie. I'm bringing you another video this afternoon. This afternoon I'm going to speak about twin flame anxiety and feeling your twin flame. This is something that is often commented about, especially with twin flames in separation, where the divine feminine or the positive polarity twin would reach out to me and ask me about, how would you know when you're feeling your twin flame's anxiety or fear or even happiness? How would you know? Because very often twins do come across this phenomenon where they complain about feeling emotions that are not their own, and this is quite an interesting phenomenon. There's no clear and distinct answers to this, but I will attempt to talk about this topic a little bit more. I myself have experienced it. It is quite common. I know that there are twin flame coaches out there that profess that the divine feminine or positive polarity twin does not feel the divine masculine twin at all. This has to do with the flow of energy that always flows from positive to negative. But I myself have experienced this, and I do think that I have an explanation that can, at least to some effect, explain this phenomenon. So what is a twin flame, you might ask, for those of you that are new to my channel? Well, the twin flames occur when one soul is incarnated into two bodies on the earth plane. There's usually there's always a divine feminine or positive polarity twin, or a divine masculine or negative polarity twin. This has nothing to do with gender. It has all to do with energy, and it speaks about the, let's call it the ascension leader in the journey, which is the divine feminine twin. Now, the reason that twins meet is for the sole purpose of ascension. The one twin is dangled in front of the other twin in order to trigger this process of ascension. They quickly become very addicted to one another. It's an amazing feeling when twins meet for the first time, close to ascension. It is then that the soul actually sets the ego aside in both parties, and they can live from their soul for a short period of time, usually lasting from 3 to 6 to 8 weeks. During this time, it's the most amazing feeling that you have. If it's a romantic connection, you're absolutely very and deeply in love. This is very much to do with the fact that you're meeting yourself, actually meeting the best version of yourself. After the 3 to 6 week period, the ego steps back into the equation, and then the triggering and mirroring process starts, and this is quite very painful because at that stage in the ascension process, neither of the twins have actually done very much in terms of dealing with their past traumas and fears, living from their lower self. And the whole purpose of ascension is actually to move out of the ego into the soul, into the higher self, and to start living from that higher self. Now, usually when the triggering becomes overwhelming and both twins are totally overwhelmed and disconnected, one twin runs away, and this is usually then leaves the divine feminine twin in a very, very deep state of sorrow at losing themselves, being the same soul. They feel totally lost, they feel alone, they feel like they can't go on living. In fact, this is because for a short while they feel like they had lost themselves, and that is, if they can't find their 3D twin and reconcile and bring them back into their lives, that they had actually lost themselves. This is then actually the part where they need to start looking within themselves to find their soul, because it is only by looking within themselves that they can find the soul, which is also your twin, because you and your twin are one being. So that is a short summary, but during this process of looking very deep within yourself, confronting yourself, confronting your past traumas, crying out all the pain at losing your twin, you then very often wake up with feelings that that is not your own. You would have a good day actually. You would be living in the now, you would be peaceful, you would actually feel joyous, and all of a sudden you just feel a strange sense of anxiety, or you would feel a very deep sadness overcoming you that is not actually your own. And I do believe that this is actually feelings from your 3D twin that is actually manifesting within yourself. It is usually when you have had quite a peaceful time, when you've settled into your surroundings quite well, into yourself, into your being, starting to live from your higher self. It's usually at that stage in the journey where you do feel these opposing feelings coming in from the outside, and your intuition actually tells you that these feelings are not your own, that they're coming in from your twin. And the reason for this is actually your soul is saying you're doing well, but there's still more work to be done. You still need to confront a whole lot of things within yourself, and feeling maybe the anxiety of your twin is then a reminder for you to actually still do the work on yourself. Because remember, in the mirroring video, I said to you that whatever you feel, whatever is being mirrored to you back from your twin, is actually an indication from your mutual soul that you need more work on yourself. So when you feel your twin's anxiety or heartache or pain, it's actually an indication from your soul that there's still more work to be done within yourself. Maybe you need to just feel love. Maybe it is just an indication that you should be that lighthouse for your twin, enfold them with love and light, and sending them good vibes, because this will teach you to actually fulfill your place in the universe as being a light being, because that's the whole point of ascension. You're becoming a light being. You're becoming that lighthouse for others around you. You're becoming that point of call for those that need help. And basically, if you start feeling the anguish of others, whether it be your twin or even anybody else, it's a very good indication that you need to send out that love and light towards those that are in need. You've maybe come this far in your journey that you are now living from your higher self quite well, and it is now time for you to start focusing outwards into the world again and sending out love and light. And the times that I had felt this, and when I had sent my twin in the ethereal plane love and light, and enfolding her with all my light and love and compassion, those feelings then usually subside. It is a reoccurring occurrence. It doesn't just stop. I mean, my twin and I have been in separation for a very, very long time now, and I still do feel her presence with me at times in the form of anxiety, or when she's having a bad time. I do really feel it, and I've just sort of settled into the now. In those moments I send her a lot of love and light, and that actually then helps me to settle back into my soul, into my higher self, and it seems to appease the soul that the ego is overcome and that I'm maintaining living from my higher self, and that then seems to help the process. So the best way to actually figure out whether you're feeling your own feelings or your twins is to follow your intuition. Remember, all of this comes from your soul space, not from the 3D or anything else, so you would be the best judge of it. But listen to your intuition when you do feel it. There's not much you can do about it besides sending your twin love and light and enfolding her in compassion, or him in compassion, and that is about the best that you can do. And then be aware of those feelings within. Don't judge it. I know that some twins see it as a curse and they just want to be absolutely free of it. It's all part of the ascension journey. There's no need to judge it. There's no need to look upon it as negativity. It's just part of the process. Just tackle it and deal with it as you would anything else in this journey. Stay in the now. Don't judge. Look at it from the outside in. Send your twin love and light. Be at peace and live your life that way. Then it doesn't really become a bothersome big deal, and you can go on with your life. And that's my message for you today. Dealing with your twins' emotions. Yes, it is definitely a thing. Remember, you're still sharing a soul, even though you incarnated here in the 3D in two bodies. Doesn't really matter. It's the same soul driving it. And if the soul chooses to let you feel your twin's emotions as a trigger for yourself to reflect on your own behavior and what you're busy with and doing, then so be it. You know, who are we to say that can't happen? So that's my explanation for it. I hope it helps you. I hope it gives you some hope, and I hope that you can actually go on, you know, just with your day when this happens, and don't make too much of a big deal about it. Just send your twin love and light. Be aware of those feelings, and very soon they'll also dissipate. Don't be afraid that they might disappear and never return again. I know that happens quite often during the obsession phase, but you know, it just is what it is. Don't attach anything to it, just let it be. I'm wishing you a lot of love and light. I hope this video helps you. Head over to the website twinflammissionsa.wordpress.com. There's a whole lot more resources for you to discover there. There's a full-length video course, a book I've written about managing your twin flame relationship on Amazon, and a whole lot of other very good resources on there. Hope to see you there. Keep well. Bye.